Hey folks, Sylvia's here, test server. This is, I think I've got like 2 or 1 spot left to go in the test server. So this is the worm lair, the new one in Vandura Mountain. You can kind of see it here. I like spots that have an open landing like this when you first get into them, so you can kind of see what you're getting into. It just, helps with the whole not dying horrifically thing. Although maybe I should have not run around quite as bad there. I heard this place wasn't getting great reviews at first. People were happy that there was another worm spawn, but they were saying that the elder worms, like that one up there, don't really drop that great of loot and aren't really worth it compared to their increase in power and threat, essentially. And they were also saying how that place is you go up there and there's just immediately tons of them on top of you. And on a side note, fun fact, if you're willing, you can check out my Tibia deaths playlist and watch the time where I died to an elder worm on Sylvia's, like an idiot. I totally died like an idiot, just for the record. It was embarrassing. I'm still actually embarrassed about it. It was hilarious, though, in its own special way. You should actually watch it. It was, you know what, it was pretty good. So on a side note, again, if you look on the little side there, my last video again was from Reciteer. I actually ran into some problems with that. It's kind of a funny story, sort of. Not really. It's an annoying story. I originally bought that game off of a thing called... wow, they do kind of hit hard. Wow, they hit really hard, actually. Yeah, I could see why people... Well, I can A, see why people think that this needs some work, and B, totally am understanding how I died fighting these in the first place. Anyway, so I originally bought Reciteer off of a thing called Impulse. It was owned by Stardock. It was like a digital distribution thing, similar to like Steam, if you will. Let's see, can I just kill them from here? Oh yeah, kill them. This is actually going pretty well. Oh, they do heal, though. Hold on, I'm going back there to kill those. So yeah, I originally bought it off Impulse, and Impulse was all fine and dandy, but Stardock initially went and sold it to wow. They sold it to GameStop. So instead of it being Impulse driven, it became GameStop game app or some jazz like that. Which, not a big deal. They ultimately, though, didn't really keep it up, and it ended up not really competing well with Steam, and I think they kind of just dropped, mostly, stopped caring. I don't even think they sell games through it any longer, but they still run it because, people who purchase games on it want their games. However, it's not really maintained well, and it's kind of like a buggy mess at this point. So when I started doing video 2, and the game kept crashing on me, so I went to, maybe this is a bad idea. This might be a bad idea. Bet on whether or not I die? Anybody? No. Kill the regular worms. Alright, good. Yeah. Did I just, somehow lose them? I got far enough away that the rest of them were just oh, dude, this is too hard for me. I can't go back after them. Technically, I'm still a woman right now, so after her. Anyway, so the game kept, not working and crashing for me, which is super annoying when you're in the middle of a Let's Play, just for the record. And then it's alright, well, the game just crashed 15 minutes in. Do I restart? Or do I pause and try to get back to where I was at? And, it's a game you have to, reload and all that jazz. Oh, boy. Yeah, for monsters that shoot waves and beams, I totally want to be smack dab in between exactly 2 of them. By the way, I can definitely see why they were saying this place was a little bit tough. I mean, I, was able to handle it. And I probably would have been fine with just, regular mana potions, but I could see why people were like, the spot's a little bit too intense. Needs some work. They gotta stop making the stairs dump you in the middle of a room. Make the stairs dump me in the corner of the room. Like, you know, if the stairs were over here, I could have fought the first two in that area and then moved into the rest of the room. But no, they like to make it, you know, straight in. And also, I can also see why they're saying these guys aren't really good loot. Because they're kind of not good loot either. Anyway. So, yeah, I had to, like, it was a huge problem getting the game to work. Impulse Driven kept, or it's not called that anymore, it's like the GameStop app. But the GameStop app wanted me to, like, update, and then it wanted me to uninstall to update, and then it kept trying to send me an email to be like, this is a computer we don't recognize. Because, you know, God forbid I let somebody else use my games that I paid for. So they wanted me to, like, check my email, and they weren't sending me the, like, verification email. So I couldn't actually verify that it was my account. So then after I don't remember killing that one, but maybe I did. After trying it multiple times, I uninstalled the whole app and then reinstalled it, and then it just wouldn't let me download the game anymore. So I just gave up and then went to Steam and was just like, you know what, I'm just rebuying it on Steam. So it's $19 on Steam, which is kind of a lot, because I don't have a lot of money right now. I mean, okay, it's a great game. It's totally worth $19. I mean, I do not regret buying it the first time, and I don't really regret buying it a second time. But I kind of don't have $19 to waste on a game that I already have. And then while I was there, they had a, like, you know, combo thing for two of their other games plus Recettear for like $49. So I ultimately ended up spending that. So I spent $50 that I definitely don't have to spend. So I'm now, like, super poor. So here's my obligatory, if you would go to Patreon, yeah. Anyway, that's as far as I'll go. You should check out Patreon anyway, though, because I put some additional, like, commentary and stuff on the videos. So it might be interesting. But anyway, now I will stop talking about that, and I will just talk about this worm place. I feel like, I don't really remember what it was like when I first came in here. I can handle, like, on normal Sylvius, I can handle, like, 2 or 3 worms. But I need to know where I'm going and, like, where other ones are. I have to make sure that nothing else is going to come after me, is essentially what I'm getting at. So, I mean, this place isn't terrible. I think it's a little bit better than actual Vandura Mountain, just because Vandura Mountain has a lot of go up the stairs and fight them right there. And the Dreffia worm spawn is pretty solid, but, you know, it's at the bottom of Dreffia. I don't know why they decided thought it would be a good idea to put a hunting spot behind a quest. Like, and a quest that's kind of, you know, a long walk. To get to the Dreffia worm place, you're talking maybe like 10-15 minutes to get there. And you have to go through a, like, potentially hard quest, too. Like, it is not an easy task, in other words. Focus cape. By the way, all the, like, semi-rare things like that I loot, I take them back in the face and just throw them on the floor for people to use who have gotten killed. Because, you know, that's my, like, nice task of the day. My good deed. Doo-doot, doo-doo-doo-doot. Ah, I thought he was on the ground floor. I've really wanted to try killing elder worms myself. That's why I ended up dying in that one video. Because I was like, dude, I really want to go for it. It's probably a bad idea, but I really want to go for it. Lo and behold, it was a bad idea. Ah, you suck. There we go. 19 gold. I'm not a big fan of high-level hunting, where you need to get lucky and get rare drops for it to be profitable. Like, I liked early on where pretty much, you know, I would take my spears or take my arrows and go hunt monster ABC. And I know I would, you know, profit to some extent just off of gold. Because, you know, the monsters I was hunting didn't even have rare drops in the first place. Whereas now it's kind of like, if I get bad luck, I can easily lose like 100 gold per monster that I'm killing in arrows. And then also consider like what I'm spending on pots and stuff like that. Do 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 do. Huh. Alright. Put that ring of healing on. Let's go up there. Probably should have gone after the regular worm first. Who cares, though? I'll try to thin him out with spells, too. Ah, he got me. Ah. They really do, in fact, hit pretty hard. And I'm not really seeing better loot from them than from the regular worms. Also, I mean, they look like a little silly, the worms, but I really like their colors. Both the elders and the regular ones. I think they look really neat. Down to 4. Bam. Nope. We're going up there next. I do appreciate that this place has things that I can run them around. So I would love to hunt more things that don't run away from me. Just for the record. Ah, snap. Alright, this can be a little scary. Just a little. Alright, now we get on to one of the elders. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I try to think to myself, like, based off of how much damage I'm taking and how often I'm taking it, could I do this on regular Sylvius? It's hard to tell. Because, for one, there is a certain amount of, like, panic that you have to consider, where, like, you know, these attacks that are just putting me into yellow would put me into, like, red, and conceivably leave me, like, I need to heal largely right now or I'll die in 2 seconds. And there's a certain amount of panic that comes with that, where you're like, holy crap, and you kind of, like, screw up and your reactions are reduced. So I do need to account for that to a certain extent. But you also need to consider, too, I'm faster than I would be under normal circumstances right now. And that's, like, a relevant aspect to my situation, too, is that, when the worms get up near me, normally they would still be on me for a longer amount of time if I wasn't such a high level like I am right now. So I'd actually be getting hit by them for, you know, longer periods of time than I currently am. So it's hard for me to really judge whether or not I could do this at level 100. I would venture a guess that I probably can't. I mean, Sylvius did die, like, instantly to 2 Elder Worms. So I know I couldn't fight 2 Elders at once. The question really is whether or not I could fight 1 Elder. I think I probably could. Take my Wand of Draconia. Should probably stop letting him hit me like that. But yeah, like, you know, if I somehow got, like, 3 Elder Worms on me, no. We're not playing that game. That game is the, I'll have another entry in my Tibia Death list. Or my Tibia Deaths playlist is what I meant to say. Whoops. You know what? Even at level 250, they're kind of dangerous. I suppose I could, in theory, use Assassin Stars and a shield here. That's like a technical option I have, I suppose, available to me. Because the kind of problem is that, you know, for those short periods of time where they're touching me, I'm taking a ton of damage. Well then, drink some more potions, go up this way. Alright, that's all of them. 52 gold coins. Ah, over here. Which ones are electrocuting me? Is that the elders that are doing that? I think it's probably the elders. I would like it if these dudes would just die a little bit faster. Little bit faster. That wasn't fast enough. Do. So it looks like we just have this one little spot over at yonder. There we go. Dragon Ham, crossbow. I feel like they're dropping more crossbows than I used to remember. I, of course, could be just crazy, but... Do they go? I presume they go through fire. They do go through fire, and they take damage doing it. That's kind of good to know. Suppose you could run them like that, back and forth through fire fields. Seems slightly pointless, but it's a possibility. Wait, so is that it? Is that really it? I don't think I went up this platform, it looks like. No, I didn't go up this platform. Although that does look like I'm close to it being done. Firewall. Bam. I see no reason to have them not just keep running through fire. I presume they're probably immune to electricity, would be my guess. Energy, whatever it's called. There we go. Killed that one now. Come to think of it, I don't really know what they're weak against. Maybe ice? I feel like it's probably not ice. Earth, maybe? Okay, I don't think it's earth. To be fair, it's kind of never earth. Earth is the most useless element in this game. Nothing that is relevant is ever weak to it. Deepling are weak to it, but they're not really common, so I think I can kind of discount them. Yeah, poor Earth. Nobody loves Earth. I feel like that's something Tibia really needs to work on. Like, everything is resistant to poison. I read a couple of, like, proposals on the proposal forums of people being like, is there anything else? Nope. Alright. Yeah, people being like, you should make poison separate from Earth. Because a lot of monsters are immune or highly resistant to Earth damage, under the assumption that Earth damage is only poison, but it is also, you know, getting hit in the face with a brick. That is also Earth damage. Anyway, folks, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, Facebook, Patreon, and hey, check out the games, or the Let's Plays for Reciteer. I'm really pushing that, because I love that game so incredibly much. And I will see you guys later.